Sugar Ray Leonard, Freddie Pacheco at ringside here in Las Vegas. Round 2. Curtis Parker in the red trunks. That swarming style. And the fans here at ringside, and hundreds of them are equipped with a computer device. They can score each round as they see it. They like Parker over Davison rather handily in round 1.
Well, so far the only surprise has been that Davison is so cool about everything. He doesn't seem to be worried. He thinks that Parker's going to play out, but he won't. He'll be there all 10 rounds like this. Look at the legs on Davison, Sugar.
He's a big middle, very big, very lean, and very powerful. This particular style he has, he's very composed. He takes his time, and I'm looking forward to the way Tommy Hearn stopped Papito Cuevas. He extended his left jab and came across with that sharp right hand.
Freddie, I know you're involved in from the NBC's point of view and checking out the matches and hoping to get action fights. One thing for certain, when you hit Curtis Parker, you know you're going to get a bout because he makes you fight.
Every fight is action with Curtis Parker.
Ooh, bearing a good left hook to the body was Davison.
Davison's plan is to uppercut a lot because he's little, and he's worried about hurting his right hand on the top of Curtis Parker's head.
Yeah, there's not much to hit up there, is there, when he burrows in?
When he burrows in like that, he must bring the uppercut up. He's just doing it over and over again.
Good right hand by Davison to the body.
That's his plan.
Parker in the red trunks, almost a half-foot shorter than Davison, who is between 6'1" and 6'2". Well, you know the feeling Davison has. Roberto Duran, that swarming style, always coming in on you, Ray.
Well, you're staying close, staying into the chest. It's very difficult for Davison to get his punches off. And I noticed neither fighter is perspiring at all. That means they didn't warm up in the dressing room, which is another reason why they're not throwing too many punches now. They're not warmed up yet.
Come on.
Ray, are you surprised by the lack of an effective jab that Davison has? He doesn't seem to be putting any kind of steam on his jab.
He's not, Freddie. Davison does have a good jab, but he's not using it at all.
A lot of that has to do with the fact that Curtis Parker is very hard to hit coming in.
Oh, Davison complaining of a butt from Parker as he rubbed his forehead. And that's the end of round 2. Round 3. Dwight Davison, the tall boxer from Detroit in the green trunks. Curtis Parker, non-stop fighter from Philadelphia in the red. He's worked under Joe Frazier. That's his idol, and certainly you can't avoid the comparisons, even physically and facially, with Smokin' Joe. And he looks so much stronger, does he not, Freddie?
He does, but you have to remember that Davison is a wrestler. He has an awful lot of strength as a collegiate wrestler, and the body shapes are different. What do you think about that, Ray?
Well, I see that Davison's legs are so big, it looks like heavyweight legs, and Parker's legs are small, but then again, his upper body is tremendous. It's huge. Looks like a linebacker.
Well, it just performed like one and drove Davison out of bounds. Parker, the winner on a slight advantage in round 2 based on those voting at ringside. Good combination by Davison. That's our Luma lens peering in from outside. It takes you right in with the boxers and the third man in the ring, Mills Lane. Both men with unblemished records. Both men have been down only once in their professional career, both early. And they came back, obviously, to win that fight.
One thing the viewers at home should watch for, Dick, is the fact that when Davison's inside, he's in a clinch, he moves back straight up, which is a dangerous habit. He moves straight up, and he's very vulnerable for a left hook. And Parker does have a very powerful left hook.
And Parker down low and already a half foot shorter. Tough for Davison to find him. And we talked about some of the great names of the 40s and 50s on Friday nights. Did a little research. How about some of the others like Yama Bahama and Ike Chestnut? Tiger Jones. Oh, he had a great group of fans. Davison with a good right hand, and he misses with a wild left hook. Parker right back with a left hook of his own. Ripping away at the body, Curtis Parker. Henry Hank out of the 50s, a Detroit product a la Davison. And Joey Giardello from Philadelphia, and Parker with a good right hand. Philadelphia's had a lot of fine middleweights through the years, but never a middleweight champion. Parker thinks he'll be the first. And that's round 3.
With Larry Holmes watching the fight, the heavyweight champion. What do you think so far?
Well, I think Parker's doing a good job. I think he's putting the pressure on there. Davis is not sticking the jab. We got to use that jab and move out a little bit because Parker's coming in. But it seems that round Parker started putting a little bit more pressure on. I don't know if he's warming up, he's getting ready for Davis, but it's a good fight.
All right, Larry, with Don King and Richard Giacchetti, we're now going back to Dick.
Thanks, Ferdy, and thanks, champ. Larry Holmes, who will defend against Muhammad Ali here in this ring in a couple of months, and we'll be talking with Ali a bit later in this bout. Curtis Parker in the red trunks, constantly pursuing Dwight Davison, and the fans at ringside gave that last round to Davison, so it'd be 2-1 Parker based on the eyes of the spectators voting. Of course, they're voting by round. The Nevada State Athletic Commission uses a 10-point must system. Call it round even. It's 10 points for each fighter, a 10-9 for a slight win. Knockdown round might be a 10-8 or even a 10-7. Davison, that straight-up style, and quite in contrast to Parker, throwing in and landing.
Parker's really using his head. Dwight's going to have some problems with that head.
Yeah, they came close to butting there. Davison trying to go underneath, and a good right hand by Davison, partially blocked, and another right by Davison. And a left. And suddenly it's Parker who's had to look defensively for a place to hide.
Both fighters are giving each other problems. Davison with his height, and even Parker with his height. Parker's in close, Davison straight up, and they both can't land a good clean blow like they want to.
Davison against the ropes halfway through round 3. A very bright young man. He's 25. He's attending Wayne State. He's a junior there in physical therapy, and he's delivering some good physical rights and lefts to Parker. Standing right there in front of Parker, isn't he?
With the height that Davison has, he can do that. He can afford to do just that. And he's using his reach to his advantage.
Oh, he certainly punches beautifully, right?
Curtis Parker's mother watching from ringside and watching her son take some solid lefts and rights from Davison. Obviously, Parker can take a punch.
Davison has ice water in his veins. I've never seen anybody fight with such little emotion. He's throwing bombs, and he just looks like he's got nothing in his face.
Right above our microphone, Davison backed into the corner. Both men scaled 160.5 for this one.
Come on, all right, let's get back. Come on, hey, come on. Both of them now watch the head. Come on.
When Parker gets inside, his main thing he should be doing is throwing body blows. Every chance he gets, he should throw, constant throw punches.
And that's the end of the round. A chance at champion Alan Midland.
What a job Mills Lane is doing as the referee. It's got to be very difficult the way these two guys are burrowing in, and Parker's putting his head in.
All right, come on, come on, come on. Quit grabbing, let's box, come on. One step back, both of you, come on.